but it can also lead to misunderstanding and tension. What seems like a self-evident conclusion to one person may not have even occurred to another. The more you understand about your own personal style, the more you will become aware of how your counterparts' habits differ. Here are some examples of different work styles. Personality type. You're an introvert. You keep to yourself and prefer to work independently. Your colleague. He's an extrovert. He likes working in teams and discussing things in detail. Communication style. You're uncomfortable expressing your feelings. You prefer email to face-to-face communication. Your colleague. He shares a lot and asks a lot of questions. He prefers informal meetings. Work style. You're methodical. Details count. Your colleague. He tends to think big picture and move quickly. Life experience. You have years of experience and battle scars. Your colleague. He hasn't been on the job long, so he's trying to make a mark. Core values. You care most about quality and integrity. Your colleague. He cares most about innovation and action. These examples of different work styles show how understanding your own and your colleagues' traits helps you work together effectively, despite your differences. Later, we'll look at how to use your understanding about personal style to decide whether to initiate a conversation and, if you do, to prepare and successfully conduct one. We're not suggesting that you'll be able to change your natural preferences or those of your counterpart, but if, say, you recognize that your extroverted colleague loves lively group discussions while you prefer to work independently, suggest that you take notes at a brainstorming session or send him a preliminary list of ideas to seed the conversation as a way for both of you to participate productively. Lack of trust. Addressing a sensitive issue or working with someone on a contentious project is difficult, and it's likely to be even harder if you don't have a trusting relationship. People's work styles often have an effect on their ability to build trust. If one person wants to carefully map out a detailed plan and the other wants to just get going on the project, it may be hard for them to connect. But small gestures of respect and concern for the other person's approach go a long way toward bridging differences. There's more to trust than compatible personalities or work styles, though. We typically feel more trusting toward people with whom we share common interests and experiences. Positive past interactions, such as being on a team that delivered a successful project, can build trust. But if past interactions have been tough, or if your counterpart is in a position of relative power, you're more likely to be guarded. In addition, the specifics of your circumstance often dictate how trusting you feel. A boardroom presentation creates more formality and distance than a team lunch at a local cafe. And sometimes a situation just makes you feel vulnerable and thereby less likely to proactively address it. Different views of the facts. Each of us has our own understanding of the facts. Our view is based on what we've experienced and observed from our unique and limited perspective. If your job requires meeting weekly with a customer, your view of the essential facts of a project relate to deadlines made or missed. If your teammate is developing the product, her view of the essential facts relate to satisfying specifications or resolving bugs. You may well be unaware of what your counterpart's view of the facts consists of. Without shared information, you may both draw conclusions about the other's actions. Taking the time to think through your counterpart's perspectives will help prepare you for a difficult conversation. Strong emotions. Your emotions are never far beneath the surface. Fear, anger, anxiety, and shame often underlie difficult conversations in the workplace. If you feel attacked, or if you feel that someone is trying to take advantage of you or sully your reputation,